Here's a script that everybody should be using. Hey, you want to talk to so and so, the lender? Listen, they've been really great for my clients in the past. A lot of my clients actually have recommended them to their friends. This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 386 of The Real Word.
Word is up.
All right, we're back after the holiday break. Hope everybody had a great holiday, of course, last week. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. And it was a pleasure to see my buddy over at eXp, the CEO, Leo Pereira, introduce two new forms to the industry. In fact, this week on Monday, he open sourced those forms to the entire industry, as he's done in the past. I've said this in the past. I don't want to, be seen as, sucking up or anything. Leo is obviously becoming a friend of mine, but I call a spade, and this is to me true leadership. What he's been doing, not only like creating the form, getting out ahead of situations. But these two new forms, open sourcing them to the industry, is not just a leader for his brokerage, but he's a leader for the entire industry. And, one of the reasons why, Nicole, is this is a guy who's in it. He's done it. He's done it at our level. And so I appreciate, similar to how I've talked about with Sharon, obviously. And we're super fortunate to have Sharon on the BAM board and producing content with BAM. When he was leading the day-to-day president of Real, it's like, this is somebody who's been in it. Like, it's just so obvious when you have somebody who's done it before, how that kind of shines through. So eXp releases a new standard for consumer advocacy. The two forms specifically that I mentioned are disclosures for referral fees and consumer choice. Okay. So these forms explain that clients have a right to choose their own service providers, and it has a huge list of all those service providers. It's not just lenders or attorney. I mean, it goes through all the service providers, and you've got the right to choose. And here are maybe some recommendations that I would have here. Nicole, here's something that I want everybody. Take a quick note. If you don't even listen to the rest of the pod and you walk away with this is something very valuable. Okay. Note down this script. By the way, we do live scripting masterminds every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. inside of BAMX. But here's a script that everybody should be using. Hey, you want to talk to so-and-so, the lender? Listen, they've been really great for my clients in the past. A lot of my clients actually have recommended them to their friends. These are the reasons why they've worked out well in the past. I cannot guarantee their future results. I can tell you what's worked for me in the past. And if you want a side-by-side comparison, I'd actually probably compare them to lender B because they've had great results in the past. Again, I can't guarantee the results on a move forward basis, but those are the two I'd talk to side by side, make them sharpen their pencils, compete against each other so that you get the best deal. Sound good? That is something that to me makes a lot of sense for how you recommend people and for the consumer. So that form's pretty straightforward. We know kind of where that form is coming from with some of the recent litigation. But now there's the other form that is expanded referral fee disclosure. eXp will also update its buyer agency and listing agreements to include this, but they have a separate form now. And Haley, you can post these forms. They're open source. You can post these in the post edit. Under the new policy, contracts will include explicit disclosure of when a referral fee is involved. Okay, this isn't just talking about Zillow. By the way, Zillow discloses it in their disclosure online for customers. So Zillow is doing a better job of disclosing referral fees than the agent industry.
For sure.
They at least have a disclosure online. When you go on a Facebook group and go insane in the comments about why you're the best referral partner when somebody says, I've got a referral and wherever. Is that getting disclosed every time?
I
Okay. This
probably
is
not. Although I bet like, hey, there is a part. Well, no. Yeah,
the fee. Is the fee getting disclosed?
correct. No, I bet it's
Oh,
not.
so and so agent referred me.
Yeah,
Is the monetary broker to broker exchange being disclosed?
never.
So EXP's aside, hey, explicit disclosure of when a referral fee is involved. So Nicole, if I were to refer you business,
Yeah,
but I don't want a 25% referral fee, or I don't want a 20%, or I don't want a 30% referral fee, or I don't want an any percent referral fee, and I just say, hey, you should go talk to Nicole, then you wouldn't have to disclose that. That's a recommendation.
correct.
But an explicit disclosure, this form, when
I
the
I wonder
fee
what
is
happens
involved.
though then if the individual's like, "Well, I don't agree with that referral." Like, are they now negotiating what the referral is between the 2 agents?
All fees are negotiable all the time. Consumers have a right to negotiate all the time. So, of course, as these get disclosed, customers are going to say, wait a minute. I don't want that to be set up like that. I don't think an introduction is worth that. And then you see agents that they try to stay in the deal, right? They're from Washington, D.C., and they refer you something in Connecticut, and they want to be involved throughout the process. They're from San Francisco, and they refer you down into Austin, and they want to be a part of the deal. It's like, dude, what do you know about Austin, Texas? Never been. I just
Right.
know my clients. I want to be involved. Are you licensed? Nope. I want to be involved. So this form identifies who receives the fee. When consumers say, hey, I'm interested in why they're receiving this. Clarification that the fee is being paid between brokerages, broker to broker. Okay. Nicole, recently NAR just voted to not make this a rule.
Well, it
That,
sounded like people agreed with it, but they just didn't like the wording or they needed
yeah.
it needed a little bit more
But
needed a little more.
ultimately, NAR voted this down. Now, there are some states and MLSs already moving on this, like eXp. Northwest MLS adopted broker to broker referral fee disclosure in August. California is similar language. Benchmark Realty's doing it. NAR's delegate, they didn't like the disclosure language at the recent NXT meeting. But there is expectation that nationally this will be there'll be a mandate of this. Okay, so you know, Leo at eXp has just been really good at saying, "Oh, I see what's coming."
Let's
Um,
get ahead of it.
yeah, when we were talking about,
Well, I'm sure he wants to probably close down his exposure too.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
got exposure in 50 states. It's a global company. Um, absolutely, Nicole. He doesn't want the exposure, but he sees around the next corner. Mark Cuban always talks about that. The great leaders in business, they can see what's coming, and it's obvious that this is coming. I mean, how much of like this is in question already with the Zillow lawsuit? And I went on GPT. Um,
Would that be chat?
that'd be chat.
Okay.
Most people do say chat. Nicole's cooler than I am.
I don't know. I just wanted to clarify that we
Nicole
were
hangs out with
talking
the
the
high
same.
school crew. She'll be at a state playoff game and rooting
Personally, I
on
did.
rooting
Yeah.
on Coach White. Congratulations, Coach White. But I just went on to chat and
Mhm.
uh, and I said, hey, what are the industries, high level industries here that you got a lot of B2B referrals in place? Okay. Real estate was listed number one. There was about 10 of them. Real estate listed number one. Financial advisors. Okay.
Huh.
Disclosure to consumer, mandatory if money changes hands, SEC requirement. Law firms and attorneys required when referral fees are paid, ABA rules.
Hmm.
Healthcare disclosure to the customer, very strict. Stark Law anti-kickback statute. Enterprise software and SaaS channel partnerships. Disclosure to customer not required unless the partner is positioning themselves as an unbiased advisor. Okay. But kind of like gray, like real estate in SaaS. Mortgage insurance and title. We know mortgage mandatory RESPA. Okay. This is the most regulated referral there is in our industry. Most agents aren't talking to the customers they've worked with in the past. It's not that they won't make the call, it's that oftentimes they just don't know what to say. It's the reason that we partnered with Reminder Media to create authentic, customized print and digital magazines to send directly to your clients that you've worked with in the past. Everyone considers their clients clients for life, but are you actually having conversations relevant to where they're at? This one is from Nicole right here from the pod. I got this in my mailbox. Many of her clients receive this same magazine. For somebody like Nicole, it becomes an easy conversation starter. There's something to talk about other than just calling and checking in. All of our agents who use Reminder Media and their customized magazines are finding an easier path to having the conversations with those customers they've transacted with in the past to create a client for life relationship. Make it easy on yourself, not harder. Use Reminder Media to customize your content machine directly in the mailboxes of your clients. Construction, usually not disclosed. Okay. So again, contractors, more of a gray area there. Referrals rarely tied though in that industry to formal fees. Okay. A plumber introducing you to an electrician, there's not a handoff of fee because the margin isn't there potentially. I mean, there is good margins in that, but they're passing business back and forth, and it's just not customary that there's a fee there. Accounting and tax firms, reclosure to the customer, required if receiving a referral fee. Now, a lot of times, again, they're not collecting a referral fee. Many COA relationships are informal, not disclosed. Okay, so they had very high transparency on mortgage, very high transparency on healthcare, attorneys and law firms, financial advisors, and real estate. They actually said, "Hey, this is a medium to high," meaning because of the RESPA with the mortgage, but not when it comes to an agent in Tennessee referring to an agent in Florida. Nope. And so that's all about to change. That is undoubtedly coming. And I would suggest getting ahead of it. As naked as you may feel doing it, you should do it today. Nicole, any reason why an agent shouldn't start doing this today?
Zero reason.
Do you think agent to agent referrals, um, do you think the referral number gets compressed down with
I
this disclosure?
I feel like, of course.
Of course they
Um,
do. Listen,
yeah, I mean, yeah, as soon as you have someone else that's now sort of sticking their toe in it, especially if agents are now not willing to stand up for what they think their value is, or again, like I know you talk a lot about like sort of like the script playing with it, but yeah, I mean, of course it's going to get compressed.
I've always
Yeah.
kind of hated the whole Facebook group. I mean, it seems so desperate when that whole thing kind of like takes place.
It,
I can do it. 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 I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm number
yeah.
one. I'm number one.
Well, it's
Um,
almost like they had to have known that that was gonna happen. It's almost like they do it just to, like, because they popped some popcorn and they wanted something to
no,
do,
it's
you
usually
know?
because they see somebody in their market. They're like, dude, she ain't the best. I'm the best. It's like it becomes competitive. Agents are very competitive. I get it. Um, but you know what? You know what? There's especially with things like, as Nicole would point out, chat, AI. mm, If I'm moving from Texas to Florida, is chat going to give me a better study of the agents in that market, or is the agent I know in Austin? I mean, you got to be really well connected throughout so many different markets to really understand the great referral partnership game. And when it becomes pay to play, it just gets a little bit biased in that regard. And so I think agent to agent referrals is um, it's not a terrible play. Like if you're in Manhattan, it's a great idea to have feeder markets in Jersey and Connecticut.
For sure.
Okay. I mean, if you're in Austin, it's especially with the lack of buyers right now, it's a really smart idea to have California feeder market relationships. So there's markets where this makes a lot of sense to be one of your core pillars. But if you're not in one of those kind of migration markets, it's it's towards the bottom of the list and it's going to get compressed. And at the very least, if you're engaging in any referrals, adopting the referral fee disclosure form like
Why not?
eXp's open source is a really good move.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
congratulations, Leo. Thanks for sharing that with the entire industry. NAR now once again has to catch up to one of the industry leaders, the NAR
Well,
delegate body. This isn't
their
on.
vote was so close. It's like maybe if they didn't have so many people having to vote, it, like,
They've
wouldn't
got
be
a
so bogged down.
They've got a lot of pathetic opinions in that room. They got some good ones, they got some strong ones, but you don't want that many people voting. Okay. I don't want more than a handful of people having an opinion on a business. I don't want 60, 70 people having an opinion on a business. 60, 70 people don't even know. 100 people, hundreds of people don't know the intricacies. So,
Yeah,
um, well done, EXP, NAR, catch up as usual, as usual.
usual.
All right, Nicole,
Yes, see you soon.
I'll see you soon. I heard it's snowing up there. Hopefully my plane
Not
comes
yet. Not yet.
in. All right, keep it real, guys.
See you guys.
Hey guys, there's really three things we all need to be focused on right now in this changing environment. It's build the brand, build up leads, and close more deals. So if you want the community that's number one in helping agents close more deals, join us over in BAMX on School. It's at school.com/BAMX. I'll drop the link down below. Help get started today on building that brand, generating more leads, and ultimately closing more business. School.com/BAMX.